Come on, girls, right this way. Hey, nice outfit. That's great. Hey, Admiral, how you doing? Hey. So, what do you think, huh? For an old gumshoe, is this place a palace or what?
Yeah, well, it's a nice grade of squalor, I'll give you that.
Jack, this chili is terrific.
You know what? All my years on the force, the one thing I learned besides being a cop was how to make that chili.
Good. So, besides sampling a chili, why are we here?
Well, I just thought we'd get to know one another before we started working together.
Wait a minute. You are an observer. You're a civilian observer. We are not working together.
Okay. Hey, you want to get a drink?
Yeah, I would love a drink. You know, I read all 7 of your books, and I particularly like this last one. Can I have a cup of ice?
Certainly. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a little loose with some of the procedural stuff, but for the most part, man, you captured exactly what it's like to be a cop.
How about you, Captain?
My wife, Franny, read it. She said the only women in the book were hookers, junkies, or nagging wives.
Well, that's the life I lived. Maybe the next one will feel closer to the mark for it.
Don't count on it. The rule of Lipschitz. Anybody writes about cops, the cops get hosed, even when a cop does the writing.
You're really excited about me being around the next few weeks, aren't you, Captain?
I've been ordered by my hires, and no, I don't like civilians getting in the way. Not even hotshot novel writers like Jack Stoner.
I still think of myself as a cop. Would it work that kink out of your shorts if you and I settled this with batons?
I would kick your literary butt, Stoner.
Did you lock it?
Of course I locked it.
I don't understand something.
What's that?
Why would somebody want to write a book about serial killers? They're monsters.
Yeah, but people love monsters. They love to get scared, especially when the monsters can't jump off the page at you.
No. You want to know something?
What's that?
If I was going to write about a small-town department like ours, I'd make it more realistic. More like what... Excuse me?
Come on, guy. Who's going to read about a small-town department like ours?
These are cops I'll be working with. This is my son, Sam, and my wife.
How are you?
All right, we got enough help here. Cancel those other
So, we've got Arthur Hampton. He's 33 and a local.
He was shot twice, and there's a lot of gunpowder residue on both hands.
Yeah, like he was grabbing for the gun when he was shot.
That's my guess, and he was shot from the passenger side.
You want to take a guess at a time?
Several hours ago, between 8 and 9.
8 and 9. You know what? If he withdrew money from that machine, we can pull the time off the bank records.
Well, there's no cash in here, but we do have some credit cards and his ID.
And any strong arm would have taken all that.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll check with robbery in the morning, see if they have anything current with similar MO.
When did you get here?
It was about 7:30. I'm across the street meeting a client for a few beers. There was no car here.
You're sure?
The car was not here at 7:30.
No, wait, hold it. It's 1:45. You've been drinking since 7:30, and you can tell me dead solid sure that the lot was empty at that time.
No. See, I wasn't drinking all that time. I was working. Like I said, a client, a prospect, a lead. Man is on the hook. He wants to buy. All I've got to do is help him actuate. Slip him behind the wheel, let him squirm around in that soft leather seat, let him smell that new car smell. He's mine.
You sell cars?
No, sir. I sell image. I sell pride. I sell success. What do you drive, Captain?
Yeah, it's paid for.
Oh, but at too high a price if you lost your self-esteem in the deal. You are what you drive. Never forget that. I will call you, Captain. I can make a difference in your life.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about 7:30 when you got here.
You know, I'm a little short on time. I already told everything else to the other detective.
What other detective?
Over there in the tan jacket.
Lamar, is that 1 hour or 2?
Excuse us. What the hell was that?
That was Lamar, who thinks he might have seen something. He's hoping to fall on some reward money for being in the state of Florida at the right time.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you.
Try to help.
Impersonating a police officer helps me? How does that work, Jack? You tell me how the hell that works.
I didn't tell the guy I was a cop.
No, but you didn't tell him any different either. You let him believe it.
It's not like I never worked a crime scene before, Captain. You're short of men here.
I'm about to become one shorter. You're on thin ice, pal. Orders or no, you are on thin ice.
Look, Jet, you gotta understand about the cat, man. He's very protective of his cops. You're not being one that makes you an outsider.
I understand. He won't tolerate anybody else making your job any tougher. I was the same way when I was on the street.
And you know, it didn't help that he had no say in you being here. Anyway, the cap likes you. It's not personal.
Here's a name and number. She thinks she saw the car when it pulled into the lot. Somebody with a guy.
Yeah, with a guy.
Yeah, with a guy.
Okay.
Yesterday was so good, I've been thinking about it all morning.
You're driving me nuts.
Do it to me again.
Look, we gotta be careful.
What, your dad? He's off playing cops and robbers.
This is so bizarre.
Being in love doesn't always make sense. I'm worried. You know, he's got a girlfriend. If he divorces me, I don't know what I'll do. How will I live?
I'll take care of you.
If I were you, I'd worry about yourself. From what he says, it sounds like he's going to be kicking you out, too.
Why?
He doesn't need a reason. He'll make one up. You know how he is.
Well, who cares? Me moving in here was his idea, not mine. His money doesn't mean anything to me anyway.
Well, you can't live on love by itself, baby. You better make some plans.
We appreciate you coming in to make the identification, Mrs. Hampton.
My
My house is so cold now. Doesn't feel like home anymore.
No, ma'am. Did your husband have any enemies that you know about?
Arthur? He was a broker.
How solid was your marriage? Did two of you get along?
I loved Arthur. And he loved me.
Did he have any problems in his life? Did he gamble, owe money, anything like that?
What about his money? He had a lot of money, right?
Arthur was a good businessman.
And what happens to that money now? That goes to you, right, Marion? Isn't that right?
I want you to take it easy, Jack.
Well, I think you should read a verse or two of Miranda to Marion.
I did not kill my husband. For his money? This is outrageous.
I can read your mind, lady, and it's right there on your face. You're lying. It's always about the money with you girls, one way or another.
Jack, I want you outside now. You are out of line. She came to us voluntarily. She is not here for interrogation, and especially not by you. Where do you get off with this attitude?
You're right.
Look, just don't say another word, all right? Whatever problems you have with women, you keep in your pocket until you're outside this department.
I'm sorry. It's just it's an old reflex. I hear the bell and I want to go. Rita, forgive me. I'm sorry. Renz?
Jack, you gotta take a break, man. Get a reality check on what it is you're doing here.
Yeah.
If I'd have known you were coming home early, I wouldn't have made plans. I guess I could cancel. It's only some shopping with the girls.
You don't have to do that.
Careful. I don't have time to start all over.
Do you know how much you mean to me? A closet full of ex-wives and all the whoring around I did on the force. To feel the way I feel about you. I love you, Mama.
This isn't a good time to bring this up, but, well, I guess there isn't a good time. I think Sam is doing drugs of some kind.
Well, I guess that doesn't surprise me.
Well, it's not my place, Jack. He's not my son, but maybe you just need to be tough with him.
Yeah.
You get rid of your cop for a couple hours? Just need to be a quickie.
My cop. I'm about to be rid of my cop for good.
You gonna let me do it?
No. His boy's gonna do it for us.
What you said, I don't think he's got the grit.
I don't know. One more nudge from me, one from his dad.
If he blows it, we can kiss that money goodbye.
Honey, you can start counting. The money's mine.
Shopping dawn until dark 2 days straight. Is this a grieving widow I see before me?
What this is uncharacteristic behavior. Subconsciously, she's coming unglued. She hasn't heard from you in 2 days, and she's wondering what the hell's going on.
Maybe she's just not guilty.
If she weren't guilty, she'd be bugging you to find the guy who did it.
Well, so far she hasn't made a suspicious move. And come on, we don't even have enough to make a circumstantial case against her.
The longer this thing hangs in limbo, the colder it gets. You got to build a fire under it.
Yeah, Lorenzo.
Back in a minute.
All right. No, I'm still with her, Cap. No, it's like she's laying in supplies. She has hit every single store in town. What the hell is he doing? Hang on a second, Cap. Get the hell away from her, Jack. I can't believe it. This guy just gave me up.
What the hell am I supposed to do with you, huh? Huh? You impersonate an officer. You jeopardize an investigation by alerting a suspect under surveillance. You're not giving me much room here, Jack. I'm warning you.
There was no jazz in the case. Nothing was happening. The woman was locked down and going straight ahead. We had to shake her up.
It wasn't your call. You pay attention to me, Jack. You're here to get the feel of a small-town department so you can write a book about a serial killer. That's what you told my bosses, and that's what I'm going to give you one more chance to do. You stray outside of that. You interfere once more. You screw up one more time, and you are gone. You got that?
Yeah.
Like what you see.
Who's the guy?
What?
The guy. The apartment on Princeton Street?
I'm sorry you found out. I was going to tell you when the time was right.
I don't understand. Why?
I'm in a terrible fix, Sam. Bo is an ex-boyfriend of mine. He followed me here. He's blackmailing me.
For money?
Money and sex. He threatened to go to Jack and tell him lies about me if I didn't give him what he wanted.
You should call his bluff.
Jack Stoner shucks wives like he's changing socks. I'll be out of here and on the street. He's crazy. You do know that, don't you? Well, I guess it's gonna happen one way or another anyway.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Put some things in a suitcase and get the hell out. This is where I can keep my self-respect.
No, you can't do that. What about us?
That's over. Can't you see? There's only one way we can be together without looking over our shoulders every second of the day, baby. If Jack is out of the picture. Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Watching a bunch of skinny dogs chase a mechanical rabbit isn't my idea of a good time.
I'll be back about 12:30 or so.
Sam?
What's up?
You, maybe.
What?
Want to tell me about this?
What is it?
I found it in your bedroom. It's yours, isn't it?
In my bedroom?
What is it? Speed?
You went through my stuff? That's my bedroom, man.
Sure. Your bedroom in my house, man. You know I don't tolerate drugs. How dare you bring this crap into my house?
Look, it's not mine. I never saw it before, and I don't do drugs.
Don't lie, Sam.
I'm not lying. What are you doing going through my stuff for anyway?
I am trying to help you. I'm trying to give you the opportunity to make something for yourself.
I don't want it. I don't want your money or your big house or any of it. I didn't hear jack from you the first 20 years of my life. What you're trying to give me is your guilt. And I don't want that either. I'm gonna get my stuff. I'm getting out of here.
Sam, I don't want you to go.
You can see that you don't.
Sergeant Lorenzo?
Miss Stoner, there's been some trouble.
Jack. Oh, God.
Now listen, Rita's gonna work the Hampton murder. You stay with this. I'll be available if needed, as needed.
You know, what makes us so sure this is a murder, Cap? I mean, maybe it was an accidental.
Blunt force trauma to the head. Could be read as an accident, but he was hit twice, maybe more. It's doubtful.
Any weapon recovered?
No, so far, no.
It's gonna be heavy when you find it. He was really whacked.
Excuse me, whacked? You went to medical school to learn whacked?
You know what's interesting to me?
Oh,
We got a dead guy on Jack Stoner's patio. And no Jack Stoner.
Yeah. You know what? We gotta separate those two.
Yeah, I'll take the kid inside. I gotta talk to you. Sam, can we talk for a couple of minutes inside? Let's go.
Did you know the deceased, Mrs. Stoner?
No, I don't.
ID said Bo Rainey. That ring any bells for you?
I've never seen him before.
You seemed pretty shaken up when you saw his face.
It's the wrong season for dead bodies in the garden, Sergeant. I thought it was my husband.
Where were you tonight?
I went to the dog races with a friend.
Got a name?
Annette Padillo. You could have talked to her now, but your people wouldn't let her inside.
Tomorrow will be fine. You there for the last race?
Lost $50. Still have my betting ticket.
Ma'am, you know where your husband is?
No, I don't. He was here when we left this evening, and I haven't seen him since.
Thanks.
What happened?
I don't know. When we had an argument, I went out to cool off. When I came back, I went out to the patio. Your friend was out there. He was dead. Call the cops.
Where's Jack?
I don't know.
Sam? If you know, you've got to tell me.
What was he doing here, Myrna?
Maybe Jack found out about Bo and invited him here to talk about the situation. And killed him.
No. I don't think that's why he was here.
Then what do you think?
He wanted me to help you get rid of him. Maybe you decided to get your friend to help you instead.
What I said to you was only between me and you. It had nothing to do with Bo. We can't start not trusting each other, baby. We've got to stick together, back each other up.
I don't know if I can trust you.
I don't think you have a choice. If Jack could do this to Bo, he could do it to either one of us without thinking twice.
Yeah, okay, thanks. This is report on last night's shooting.
Hey, Cap. Is that a cheese omelet?
Yeah, so?
Oh, hey, nothing, Cap. Enjoy. Knock yourself out. Franny lets you eat eggs, huh?
Well, she's out of town for a week, so I'm committing gluttony on forbidden fruit.
Ah.
Raoul must use powdered eggs and cheese from a jar. This stuff hits the stomach like an anvil.
Yeah, I don't eat eggs. No, no, sir.
Huh, cholesterol, huh?
Oh, yeah, Cap. I mean, by the time you finish with that, your 10W30, it's gonna be 50 weight sludge.
Come on, who can tell nowadays? A different study every week. Today, don't eat eggs. Tomorrow, eat eggs if they're brown eggs. Next week, it'll be eat free-range eggs. Doctors aren't in the health business anymore. They're in the study business. Yeah, so, Stoner's business manager. Did you get anything from him?
Hasn't seen Stoner in a couple of weeks. As far as he knows, everything is A-okay.
You believe him?
Yeah, I do believe him.
Well, the papers went out on Stoner this morning, statewide, FBI. If he's on the move, somebody is going to spot him. But you know what puzzles me? His car. It's still at his house.
Well, let's think about this. He would go to somebody he trusts, right? He'd say, take me to the airport, take me to the bus station, or take me home and hide me.
Where does the wife fit into this? Who the hell keeps a losing ticket on a dog race?
Somebody who wants a bullet-proof alibi. So, were you and Myrna friends a long time?
I met her around the time she started getting serious with Jack.
And did you know Jack before that?
Well, I went out with him for a while.
Let's talk about the other night. You and Myrna, you went to the races, correct?
We went to the dog track in Hollywood.
Oh, what's that, hour 15?
If you're dragging your feet, I drive it in about 45 minutes.
45 minutes. All right, and then what time did you head home?
Well, we got out of the lot around 11. We stopped and had a drink. I don't know what time it was when I finally dropped her off. You know, there was all that excitement going on at her house.
Was she with you the entire time?
Of course she was. We really had a great time that night.
I'll bet you did. I'll bet you did. Annette, have you talked to Jack Stoner since that night?
Jack? Why would I hear from Jack?
Not a yes or no.
What's a no?
You know anything that might have a bearing on his disappearance?
Well, you know, there was a dead man that was found in his petunia patch. I mean, I don't know about you, but that might make me disappear. That was a no.
All right.
Yeah, I am.
I appreciate your help.
Sam, thanks for meeting me here. I gotta get out of the office sometimes. You know, the walls, they start closing in on me, you know?
It's no big deal. It's close to the house.
You heard from your dad?
No,
Any idea where he could be?
none. I told you last night.
Is anything missing from the house?
Myrna and I looked around. Everything seems to be there.
Myrna. Listen, tell me about your dad and Myrna, all right?
What?
Are they happy? They get along?
They're a perfect couple. Rich old guy and pretty young girl.
You're not close to your dad, huh?
You could say that.
Why'd you come to live with him?
My mom kicked me out.
What happened?
I turned 21. She stopped getting child support on my 21st birthday. I didn't have anywhere else to go. I guess I was hoping He'd be able to tell me what to do with my life.
That's one of those things nobody can do for us, Sam. It's up to us.
Sure is looking that way.
Sam, if there's anything you can tell us about this dead guy, Rainey, and your dad that you're not telling us.
Look, if I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Okay. So, if you hear from your dad, you tell him I want to talk, all right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, thanks. Take it easy.
Chris.
Yeah.
I've got something hot for you.
Ooh, my lucky day.
Will you stop that? Bo Rainey, the
Yeah?
intruder at the Stoner place. He fired a gun before he died.
Wait, he fired a gun before he died. How long? Are we talking days, hours?
Hours or less.
Where'd you come up with this information?
I was showing a new techie how to run a trace metals test. I needed a hand, and Rainey had one that wasn't busy.
The dead guy's hand?
At least he keeps it to himself. The test said that Rainey had held a gun. Interesting. So I ran a gunpowder residue test. That was positive, too.
Wait a minute. There was no gun at the scene.
Also, there were some inconsistencies in the position of the body and lividity. He was moved after he died.
That it?
That's it.
Thanks, D. Yeah, I'll talk to you later about that hot thing that you got. Yeah.
In your dreams, Lorenzo.
You ready, Cap?
Well, obviously not a burglar.
Somebody trying to cover their tracks, or somebody trying to hide something.
Okay, let's get to it. You know, whatever this guy had in his wallet is about all there was to him. No checkbook, no plastic, no sign he had a job.
And maybe somebody took care of him.
Lorenzo, a kept man? What a deviant mind. I'm gonna get forensics up here, dust the place. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Rather be lucky than good. Yeah, you got 2 minutes to call me back with an answer. Hey, Cap, how is Rita doing with Marion Hampton?
Good. She found a cab driver who picked up the fare about a block and a half from the bank at the time of the murder. It was a woman, so it could be Marion. So tell me about stoners. He stuck his head up yet?
No, not yet. Yeah, I talked to forensics. They said that Rainey had carpet fibers on his clothing, also had grass stains.
So, killed inside and moved outside.
Yeah, Diana said he had definitely been moved. Yeah, Lorenzo.
Just gonna answer some questions about Bo Rainey.
Jack Stoner.
Doesn't seem like anybody dies in the daytime anymore. At least we don't find them till it's dark.
So what can you tell us about this one?
First, gunshot wounds. 3 of them.
Bo Rainey had fired a gun.
Did you doubt me?
No, never. But now we know what he probably fired at.
That's tricky. Salt water does strange things to the body. It may be he's been dead since last night. It may not be that long.
I saw a guy once, Arnold Posner. He was a bagman. His boss had him hit and weighted down in a barrel off Long Island. When he finally came up, he turned into yellow soap.
It's wild. Stoner wasn't in the water long enough for that to happen. I checked him first thing. He was cooler than the water temperature.
Maybe he was dumped farther out where the currents run cold.
That's possible, but if he were killed the last night the same time as Mr. Rainey, He doesn't look right to me. I'll have to work him up and let you know what I find.
But you are positive about the cause of death, right? Gunshot.
I know he was shot, and where he was shot is usually fatal. Did it cause death?
All right, Diane, as quickly as you can.
Okay. Oh, one last thing. There seems to be no exit wounds for 2 of the bullets.
Okay, that's a good place to start, right? Okay.
Mrs. Stoner, is there anything you haven't told me?
About what?
About your husband's disappearance.
His son, Sam, is a very disturbed young man. There was a great deal of hatred between him and his father. He was taking drugs. His father found out. They fought about it.
So you think that Sam killed his father?
I think it's possible.
Interesting. And what about Bo Rainey? You still don't remember anything about him?
No, nothing. He was blackmailing me. He was threatening to ruin my marriage. I tried to pay him off. He wanted more. I was desperate.
You don't look desperate here, ma'am.
That was the last day I saw him. I told him that day, nothing else, no more.
You think he came here to make good on his threat?
I think either that or Jack lured him here.
What, to kill him and then Sam killed his father?
That's what I think happened. But you're the detective. You tell me.
You believe the wife?
No, not a chance.
What if it's true? She cuts the guy off so he goes to see Stoner. He's getting even with her, just like he threatened, right?
Oh, that sounds more like a lover's quarrel gone sour, not a blackmail scheme.
When the hell was Jack murdered? Say he killed Rainey. He panics. He gets out, he hides, and then he gets in touch with the wife.
Look, the wife has got an alibi for Rainey's killing. If Jack was killed later, she might be good for that.
Could the wife have an accomplice we don't know about? Somebody whacks them both when they're together?
Then why not dump both bodies or leave both bodies there?
Okay, without a doubt. Jack Stoner was shot to death.
Could you do anything with the time?
No, that's even muddier than before.
How come?
Well, there were several patches of damaged epidermis that weren't consistent with the rest of the body, including some peeling.
Any ideas?
Just one. Freezer burn. Jack Stoner spent some time in a freezer before he went into the water.
A freezer?
It's either that or a bad case of frostbite, and since this is the middle of Florida, I don't think that's likely.
Hey, Cat.
Yeah. Did you find the freezer?
Jackpot. 357 revolver.
Same caliber that killed Stoner.
And this baseball bat.
Which my money says killed Bo Rainey.
Now, we got latent prints off both, plus we got a couple off the freezer.
Any sign the body was in there, too?
No way to tell, but there was plenty of room for it.
Where the hell is my workup from the Stoner house? Never mind. It just got here.
We got enough pieces to complete the puzzle, Cap.
Young Sam's prints all over the freezer, the softball bat, Bo Rainey's blood and hair on the business end of the bat.
Along with the revolver used to kill Stoner, which Rainey probably used.
Okay. So, Rainey breaks in. He kills Stoner. Sam sees it and cold cocks him. Permanently. Now he panics. He's killed a man. Maybe he's afraid he's going to be accused of killing Stoner, too.
He drags Rainey outside. He takes Stoner's body. He wraps it up in plastic, whatever, puts it in the freezer, along with the baseball bat and the revolver.
Cleans up whatever mess there is in the house, then calls us.
Bingo. So what do you think? You think that he is going to fill in the blanks voluntarily?
Come on, if we're right, he's not guilty of anything. He killed an intruder. I'm more interested in the wife. I think Bo Rainey was there for one reason.
To turn Myrna Stoner into a widow. This is a case of conspiracy. Cap, her alibi is not going to help her with that.
Let's bring them both in here. I think we're ready to put a zipper on this thing.
You got it.
Where have you been?
I had to do something last night. I didn't want to come back here.
But you had to come back today, didn't you? To pick up what you left in the freezer.
You found it?
The cops did.
Guess I know everything then. I saw him sneak up to the house, grab the bat, and I went downstairs. He just shot my dad when I hit him the first time. I was afraid. Thought you'd tell the police what we talked about, and they think I killed them both. Couldn't think straight. Panicked. I should have left things the way they were.
Baby, I would never betray you. I love you, don't you know that by now? I want us to go away, for as long as it takes to put this all behind us. We'll start over with nothing from before.
Nothing but the money.
I don't care about that anymore. We're all we've got. We'll be together. We won't ever be apart. Just like you wanted from the start.
You don't care about the money?
No, I don't.
I talked to his lawyer, Myrna. He said you'd already been by. That means you already know.
So he left you his money, that's fine. I know you'll take care of me. And I'll take care of you. We can do it whenever you want. Wherever you want. I want to do it outside by the pool.
Think I should cover the back?
No. She's got no idea we're onto her. Hold it. Someone's coming.
Sam, where's your stepmom?
She's out by the pool.
Get an ambulance out here right away, Chris.
Yeah, this is Sergeant Lorenzo, Palm Beach Police Department. We need an ambulance at the Stoner Estate on Cameron.
Boyfriend killed my dad. She never did love him. She never did love me. All she wanted was the money.
I guess Stoner was right. Women like this, it's all about the money.
I'll see you later. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
I see Franny's back home.
Yeah. Lettuce, sprouts, with a light yogurt dressing.
So, what's the latest on the Widow Hampton?
Well, we got a full confession. The cab driver gave us a positive ID, and that's what broke her down.
Well, remember what Stoner said. Shake her cage, and 10 to 1 she'll confess.
You know, that wasn't just cowboy impulse, Rita. You've done some good police work there.
Thanks, Captain. But still, Stoner was right about Mrs. Hampton.
Too bad he wasn't a little more perceptive in his own bedroom.
Gentlemen, have either of you seen Captain Lipschitz?
Uh-oh.
Right over there.
I haven't been here. I left the state, and I won't be back.
Excuse me, sergeants. Is Captain Lipschitz around?
We haven't seen him.
No, we haven't. How do you know we're sergeants?
10 times out of 10, I know. See, I look at you, I see an image. Financially secure, the clothes, you care about how you look. You drive a Beamer, am I right? A Beamer? But you'd like to do better. A man's vehicle is an extension of his manhood, right? So, Where's your car?
Right there.
Sorry. Really sorry.
Was I just insulted?
I think the extension of your manhood just came up a little bit short.
Oh, see?
Oh.